Welcome to this practice on honoring freedom. So wherever you are today, whatever time of day it is, morning or evening, find your way into a comfortable seat or in a lying down position, either on your back or on your stomach, whatever feels most comfortable right now for your body. And just honoring that as I read a short passage from Pixie Lighthorse's book of Prayers of Honoring. So allow your eyes to close down. Let your breath awareness be there without needing to control the breath at this point. Just allowing your body to receive the message and the practice. Honoring freedom. Thank you for this beautiful day of growth, separation, and individuation. Thank you for showing us how to love and also be free. Thank you for the water, the grass, the simple things that we need to live and tend to take for granted. Thank you for wide, open-range thinking and the ability to create our own realities with your help. Thank you for the courage to step off the well-traveled thoroughfare to seek our own fortunes of the Spirit. Bless our paths as we leave a season of our lives behind and declare new footsteps once again, as you have blessed us so many times before now. Bless the wheel that keeps us turning and learning. Guide us to autonomy as we learn to make spirit stuff our first priority and the closest matter to our hearts. Let us allow this in others, honoring their way, knowing that we each have our own sweet language with you. Guide us to true freedom by showing us our part in everything beautiful and of creation, as well as that which is unseemly and destructive. Both are of you. Allow us to sit on the edge of the cliff for as long as we need to before we can move forward. Keep us from hurrying the process, knowing that it is in our readiness to leap that we gain our sovereignty. Remind us that it is our ownership of the role we've played that will release us and forgiveness of ourself that sets us free. Humble us by removing our disclaimers, qualifiers, and blame of others for putting us in this place. Find us sitting on the mountain, waiting for the visions to come from you, disrobed of our arrogance, stripped of our expectations, and devoid of impatience. Surround us with your magical animals, vegetables, and minerals, which support our earth walk towards full flexibility. Show us that it isn't others who hold us back, only ourselves and our very good reasons. Show us another way. Hold us tenderly when we suffer and amplify our radiance when we shine. Heal us with right medicine that opens us up all the way, up in full support of our sensitive nature. Teach us to nurture ourselves deeply and leave tracks for others on path to find us and their freedom too. Keeping your eyes closed here, whether you're seated or lying down. Just let that message sink in. And without using your hand here for alternate nostril breathing, I'll invite you to start to move into an alternate nostril breathing pattern mentally. So after your next exhale, feel, sense, or see the breath moving in the left nostril, coming to the apex in the midbrain, and then as you exhale, it descends out the right nostril. And now please inhale through the right nostril, seeing, feeling, or sensing the breath reach its apex in the midbrain or the bridge of the nose. And then as you exhale, the breath descends left. And please keep going here in this pattern. So now inhale left. And exhaling right. Mental alternate nostril breathing. Inhale right. And exhale left. Coming now to a steady and equal rhythm with no pauses in the flow. So inhale left. And exhale right. Inhale right. And exhale left. Inhale left. And exhale right. Inhale right. And exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And I'll leave you for another minute or so just to work through this pattern and rhythm in your own time. Breath should be without effort, without strain. Just a couple more rounds. And the next time that you breathe out your left nostril mentally, you can allow the control of the breath to start to ease. Just noticing how you feel physically and mentally just after taking some time for conscious breathing. And then you can start to bring some small movements into the body and then start to blink the eyes open. So we get ready for just a short yin practice to start to find freedom in our hips, which is where we store a lot of past emotions, and it's kind of the midpoint of the body that I like to think of as where it all gets jammed in the middle. So whatever level you're at, all poses will be accessible for you. Just make sure that you have blocks and props with you or cushions to support you if that's the case. So now that you're on your mat and ready for practice, our first pose is going to be butterfly pose. So by bringing the soles of the feet together, you can either bring the heels in nice and close to the groin, or you can have the heels a little further away from the groin. So the difference being when the heels are away from the groin, we get more into the hamstring and the lower back. When the heels are nice and close in, we get more into the hips. So you just honor what freedom you're needing to have in the body today and what target area you're wanting to work on. If your knees are really far up, make sure that you can support them with blocks or cushions just so there's no strain and you're not kind of tensing into the pose. And the same thing for when we come forward. So this may look like your forward fold today and it might not be very far, but it will be as far as your body needs to go right now. But also here you can have a stack of blocks or a stack of cushions or blankets so you can completely let the body surrender into the posture without force. So when you find that place where you're feeling sensation into some area of the body, whether it's the low back, the hips, the inner thigh, even the outer thigh. Just allow yourself to get nice and still. And to come to the rhythm of your breath. And to start to allow that to become smooth and even and regular to your cadence of breath. Allowing both the breath to enter into the chest and the belly, filling both spaces so you get full capacity of breath without strain or stress. And feeling though, as with each exhale, that you can release a little further. And it might not be a big movement, it might just be an internal feeling of release. As we hold the pose for a longer time, the connective tissue will start to release if you're being gentle. So just be patient. Remember, it can just be millimeters of a difference that lead to the bigger difference in the long run. So don't feel as though you need to look like me, or you need to look like the person next to you. Just honour your body and honour the freedom that it has within it right now. And the pose itself being called butterfly. I love the animal of butterfly as we think of it as a caterpillar going into its cocoon and emerging as the beautiful butterfly. So it's a process of transformation. It's about the adventure and the journey that we go through to step into our beauty and to step into our freedom. If the mind is wandering here, just allow it to come back to the awareness of your breath. Acknowledge the thoughts that might be coming up. You can even allow them to be there. No need to have to react to them. And ever so gently start to walk your hands back in wherever you are in this pose. Really nice and slowly. And removing props if you have them underneath your knees. Then using your hands as a guide to move your knees together, bringing them up. So we'd be nice and gentle with the body. Bring the feet a little wider than shoulder distance here. And the hands behind you. And we come into a windshield wiper action with the knees. The knees go one way And then the knees go to the other direction. Just a couple of times each way. Make our way into tabletop position. So knees underneath your hips and the wrists underneath your shoulders. And from here we'll come into pigeon pose. So left knee comes in between your hands. The left heel is close in towards the groin. And you start to walk the right leg back as much as you can. So if this is really tight into your left hip and the hip is really far off the ground, make sure to support yourself with cushions or blocks here. And from here you can choose to stay up and just let the head and the neck hang. You may feel called to invite your body into a little bit of a deeper position. And this will just intensify the pose into the left hip. Remembering that we're not aiming for pain in any of these postures. There may be some sensation of discomfort, but it should be so that you can hold the pose for some time. You should be able to allow your hips, your pelvis, the legs to relax. Even the upper body, head and neck, arms relaxing here. Any tension you may be holding in the face, just try to release the jaw. Any creases in the eyebrows. And as always, is the theme of this practice to honour the freedom that you have in this moment, physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. There's no right or wrong, good or bad. It just is. Start to walk your hands in towards your body. If you are all the way down. If you're more upright, just allow the head and the neck to start to come upright. You come back into a tabletop position. So knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. And now just extend the left leg long behind you so the ball of the foot is on the mat. You're pushing your left heel back. So we now provide openness to the compression that we just had in the left hip. So just now allow the blood and the oxygen to start to redistribute itself, building flexibility and elasticity in that area, strengthening our connective tissue. And let's come to the other side. So right knee now in between your hands, right heel in towards your groin, and any props needed underneath the right seat. Starting to walk the left leg back. So it's nice and long behind you. And then choosing how far you go at this moment, remembering that we're here for a few minutes so that you don't need to rush down towards the mat straight away. You may like to stay upright for a few moments. You may stay upright for the whole of the pose, honoring the freedom in your body. Or if you're moving a little bit deeper and you feel your body is ready for that, the forearms come down, the head and the neck relaxing down. And when we start to do asymmetrical poses, we notice the asymmetries in our body we may have not noticed before. Just in daily life, we don't really get the opportunity to analyze the imbalances or the asymmetries in our physical body, or even in our mental and emotional state. How often we're using our left brain or right brain, more logical or more creative. And so it's really important not to try to force the physical structure to be exactly like the other side. There may be anatomical differences here. And so just honor the freedom that your body is gifted to you in this moment. How does your breathing shape your mind, and how does your mind shape the breath? And where are you focusing your attention and your energy at the moment? Is it in this present moment in your practice, in the physical sensation that you may be experiencing? Or is it a past story or future event? How can you allow yourself to be more present in this practice? How can you give your body and your mind more freedom to experience present moment awareness? Notice how your body responds when you mentally let go of needing to be anywhere but here in this moment. Do you feel your hips sink a little deeper? Does the upper body, the head and the neck relax a little more? The shoulders releasing tension. The breath feeling more calm, more smooth, steady, clear. Now please start to walk your hands back in towards you if you're on the ground. If you're a little bit more upright, just letting the head and the neck come back up. And we'll move into our counter pose on the other side. So come into tabletop position first, and then extend the right leg behind you, the ball of the foot on the mat and the heel pushing back. Gaze just to the front of your mat or slightly in front of you. Soft gaze. Still trying to be nice and still here and peaceful. Carrying on the qualities that you have cultivated in the poses prior. And then let the knee come back down to the mat. And find your way just into a comfortable seat. You're sitting on your heels, palms facing down on your thighs. Just allow the breath to be free, no control, just notice where it's flowing. Notice any other areas of freedom that you're feeling physically, mentally, or emotionally. And bring your hands to heart center to cultivate a sense of gratitude for yourself, for showing up, for honoring your own freedom, to participate in your self-care. And then extending the gratitude to your teacher and your teacher's teachers, past, present, or future. We thank you, we see you, we acknowledge you, we love you. Bowing your chin towards your hands. How can you honor your freedom to give back? Thank you for participating in class. Namaste.